That's the sound of you being attacked by a very aggressive energy vampire. So all those screams and stuff is probably how you feel on the inside after you've dealt with somebody who's literally sucked the life out of you, left you feeling helpless, left you feeling depressed, left you feeling just all types of what the fuck. So basically, but most likely you've survived the actual attack. So, you know what's funny? I realized that I'm actually a energy vampire. Like my mood can get really crazy. I had an incident at my job where I noticed that I tend to be negative at my job. I don't know why. I just, well, of course, I'm not crazy about my job. So, I think I noticed, wow, I'm actually an energy vampire at my job. And so, isn't that hilarious? Being able to admit that you have issues and you're making a video about energy vampires and you realize that you got some energy vampire-ish ways, that make certain people at your job feel really uncomfortable. Girl, talk about some self reflection here. In order to cure the problem, you have to be able to admit that you have it. So I do have some energy vampire in me. So let's find out how to protect you from people like myself. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do is to set boundaries. So basically, when an energy vampire is coming to you, like you need to kind of know like how far to go. Like you need to kind of be able to be like, okay, I I don't really want to deal. So bitch, pump your brakes. So you're gonna have to know how to basically be kind of like talk to the hand, not to the face. But like that's so like 90s, but it's funny to me. But you're basically gonna have to know how to um, stop a conversation that's not going to go anywhere. Like for example, if there's somebody in at your job who you just don't really want to deal with, learn how to cut conversations short. Learn what you're willing to talk about. Learn what you're not willing to talk about. It's really good to make a list of energy vampires and start to figure out how to build some type of boundaries, like what you're not willing to deal with and what you are. Because, like, suck on my balls, I've had enough. Like, really, like, it gets tiring after a while. You have to know when to walk away. Um, Especially if you feel like it's getting really draining. Like you have to know that, like for the energy vampire who always wants to be right, or for the narcissist, um, you're always going to be wrong. So even if you're in an argument with this person, you're gonna have to learn that you gotta like know when to walk away. Like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, I have an important phone call, especially at your job. Like, oh, I have something I need to do. Always make sure that you kind of have like a escape route. Like you don't want to be rude, but you do want to be cordial and just be like, oh, girl, I have an important phone call. It was a pleasure speaking to you. With those type of people, you're going to have to learn how to not allow them to hold you captive. So that's something that you're going to have to learn how to be like nice, nasty. So to get away from these type of people. Also, you're going to have to build an energy field. It's really hard. I think one of the hardest ones is family. Like you can quit your job and go work at another job that you'll probably hate just as much as the last one that you left, but it's hard when it's family. because you literally have to, especially if you're living with them. I'm going to tell you straight up, the only way to escape an overbearing energy vampire relative is to move. Like, they're really, I mean, there's things that you can do spiritually, but overall, if the person is sucking the life out of you, the only thing that you can do, and believe me, the only thing you can do is to leave. So if you're having issues with finances, your independence, you may want to let the situation that you're in motivate you, because especially for older people, they're not going to change. Like, so it's really best. And if it's a sibling or another relative, they're most likely they have issues with you. It's not going to change. You're not perfect and they're not perfect. You'll have issues. Leave. I don't know any other way to say it. Or get that other person to leave your home and to cleanse out the house of any negative energies, which may take a couple cleansings. Um, so with the relative part, there really is no, of course, when you move, you can start to limit the amount of time that you spend around these energy vampires. You can limit them to a few days out of the year, or just visitation once a month. Um, I just know that it can just be very stressful. So I get it. Y'all, I am telling you, when you have your freedom, you're just going to be like, like, really, like when you can get away from these energy vampires, like when you get out of that house, you get your own space and you finally feel free. Whew, I'm telling you, you'll have more energy to think. You'll have more energy to do projects. You'll have more energy to even just a clearer mind, less fog, less. Now you're no longer dealing with other people's spiritual issues. You're dealing with yours. One of my most favorite stones, and stones are very powerful tools to protect yourself from negative energy, especially if you charge them. I don't normally like tumbled stones, I like raw stones. And you can charge your stones with either oils or the sun or the moon. It's just depending on what type of stone you have. My personal favorite that I've started to really like is black tourmaline. I think I'm saying it right. I'm always mispronouncing stones. I'm like amethyst, or and what's that one? Is called, like, I still cannot say to this day. It's called like lapilli or something like that. I like tiger's eye. Um, this is an amazing stone. Like, it's also really good for building um, kind of like a protective grid around your home, which is a whole other video. Nah, I don't think I'll give that one away for free. But those are one of, it's a very powerful stone. Spiritually, it's actually very powerful. You just have to activate its qualities. Some people say it already comes activated. I would have to disagree with that one. Sorry. I don't think it comes already activated. I think with a lot of stones, you have to activate it. Um, it's really good. It protects you from psychic attacks, spells, all kinds of negative energy. Now, some people are like, so how am I going to hide this at my job? Well, you can actually put it inside of a teddy bear or some type of gift, or kind of like blend it in. Like, one thing I would do, if you're trying to do a spell, you could actually take the person's name that is harassing you or is just sucking the life out of you, and you can put their name under the actual stone once it's been charged. but it's personally one of my favorites. I like the pyramid one, but overall, I don't like tumbled stones. Tiger's Eye is also a really good protective stone to have. I'm trying to think of some more protective stones um, that I care for. Um, Most definitely, Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye. It's the black onyx. I know I'm telling you guys a lot of um, black colors because it absorbs negativity. So make sure to clean out your stones, and also a stone to put back, which would be like rose quartz or something of that sort. If I could drink Florida water, I would. Like, I'm obsessed with Florida water. It not only smells good, it's an amazing cleanser. It attracts higher spirits. Um, well, it attracts spirits, but it also helps attract good spirits if you use it right. You can make a Florida water mix in a spritz bottle. Like, hold on, y'all. I think I got Florida water in my purse. Actually, I do. I love that stuff. It's like crack rock. So you would get a spritz bottle and you would mix some Florida water with some other herbs. I'm trying to think because it's late and I'm trying to process thought. So sorry. Um, Florida water, mint, um, and some other herbs. I can't think straight, but and put it in a spritz bottle. And especially if you live in a house or if you're at work all day, if you can go and just spritz yourself down from top to like bottom, and you're going to smell like a old school man's aftershave, but I would rather smell like an old school aftershave than have somebody's wild ass negative energy on me. So after you encounter a energy vampire, I would most definitely go and spritz yourself down. You know, it's gonna calm you down. Plus, Florida water has a really good cooling effect. So that will help. I mean, if I could drink the shit, I would. Like, I really love Florida water. It's great for spiritual baths. Um, it's great for spiritual work. Um, Spirits love it. Like, it's awesome. So I just want you guys to just take some of these tools on energy vampires, sending back negativity, reversible candles, um, doing a lot of reversal work to send stuff back, and also protection work. That's normally how spiritually you would deal with a energy vampire. Um, I would most definitely start off with stones and the Florida water and spiritual baths to keep your energy clean. But because that's what they're really taking is your energy. So guys, hopefully this video helped you. And again, just protect your shit, okay? Conjure on. Bye-bye.